I wake up around 7 a.m. every morning. If I don't get out of bed immediately, I will miss my opportunity to go for a run because it'll be too hot for aerobic activity. I check the air quality and fortunately it is safe enough to be outdoors today, but a mask is advised. So I grab my mask, put on my shoes, and head outside. After my run, it's time to clean up. We're only allotted 10 gallons of water a day for personal use, so showering's out of the question. I sponge bath on days when I'm lucky enough to exercise outdoors. For breakfast, I made some oatmeal. These days, I can only afford to eat locally grown food. Anything imported is astronomically expensive. Maple syrup is one thing that I really miss. Around 10, I sit down with my notebook and begin drafting plans for the hippie commune my friends and I are building. The damage we've done to this planet is irreversible and so catastrophic that we've all decided to retreat to the mountains instead of stay and witness the apocalyptic horrors play out here in Denver. This peaceful planning quickly devolves into an argument with my hippie friends about whether or not we should allow guns on our commune. Personally, I'm in favor. I mean, how else are we supposed to defend ourselves from violent looters? I was pretty mentally exhausted after all that arguing, so I took a break. But unfortunately, scrolling on Instagram turned into me just mourning the loss of all the glaciers and national parks that were destroyed by wildfires. At 12:30, I am ravenous, so it's time for lunch. All local foods again. Ideally, I would have a more balanced meal with adequate protein and fat, but there was a crop blight that destroyed the entire bean harvest in Colorado this year, so I'll be having salad, corn, and a potato. After lunch, I find myself daydreaming about traveling outside of the country. It's sad knowing I'll never be able to, because I was banned from leaving the US after being labeled an eco-terrorist for protesting oil pipeline construction back in 2025. I'm sweating just sitting here, so I call and put in the 12th maintenance request for our broken AC. Apparently, we're still 15th in line for air conditioning services. I guess I'll be doing inadvertent hot yoga again. Before I settle into Shavasana, I go and get a cool towel out of the freezer to place over my face. You should try it. It feels super cool and refreshing. For about 2 minutes. A daily meditation practice is key to combating climate anxiety. Mental health services are extremely inaccessible in our fascist oligarchy, so I'm very grateful for my mental health. I'm usually able to avert full-blown panic attacks with deep breathing exercises. I'm momentarily uplifted when I check my notifications and see a message from an old high school friend saying how I was right all along and they wish they'd gone vegan sooner. It's a shame we all didn't go vegan sooner. It's 5:30 and time for dinner. Steamed kale with plain potatoes again. Yay! In the evenings, I typically chill in bed and read fiction to escape. Nonfiction used to be my jam, but now I just find it too depressing. Around 9:30, I start to wind down and get ready for bed. Fun fact, I've been using the same jar for my toothpaste for the past 30 years. If only the zero waste trend had caught on before marine ecosystems collapsed and whales completely died off. Having 50 varieties of toothpaste to choose from was obviously more important to people than keeping plastic out of the ocean and sustaining life on Earth for future generations. In order to fall asleep, I put my fan on full blast and sleep on top of my covers so I don't wake up multiple times throughout the night from overheating. Thank you so much for watching this video. Good night everyone, and I hope your dreams are filled with vibrant coral reefs and lush tropical rainforests. Alright, so jokes aside, this could very well be our reality in 2050 if we don't get our shit together. We have 10 years to cut global emissions in half to avoid catastrophic and irreversible climate change. Going vegan, minimizing plastic use, and shopping less are imperative, but lifestyle changes alone will not solve this crisis. We don't have time to simply lead by example. We must also be politically engaged and hold corporations accountable. Please join up with local environmental activists and demand change. And for the love of God, do not vote for Joe Biden.
By the end of this century, if emissions keep rising, the average temperature on Earth could go up another 4 to 8 degrees. What I'm saying is the planet's on fucking fire. There are a lot of things we could do to put it out. Are any of them free? No, of course not. Nothing's free, you idiots. Grow the fuck up. You're not children anymore. I didn't mind explaining photosynthesis to you when you were 12, but you're adults now, and this is an actual crisis. Got it? Safety glasses off, motherfuckers.
Yo, how when me eat them, I wonder when me eat. When me tell them, say me nah eat no fish, nah no meat now. How when me eat them, I wonder when me yam. When me tell them, say that I'm a vegan, man. How when me eat them, I wonder when me eat. When me tell them, say me nah eat no fish, nah no meat now.